Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. Surprise holiday present from Marvel. Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. Full on, not concept art, like actual pictures of him in the costume. Some of you are probably asking, like, why are they releasing teaser images if the movie isn't out till next year and they're trying to promote Captain America Civil War? Well, it's Stanley's birthday, and Benedict Cumberbatch is starring in the Sherlock Christmas special in a couple days, so I think they just wanted to take advantage of all those things happening. But you kind of see the spectrum of the character in these different teaser images. Like, you start out at the beginning of the story. He's this brilliant surgeon that gets into an accident. His hands are crushed. He can't practice medicine anymore. After blowing all of his wealth looking for healers to fix his hands, he hears about someone called the Ancient One in the Himalayas, asks that he fix him. The Ancient One, played by Tilda Swinton in this movie, sees something good in him and teaches him the ways of magic till he ascends to the rank of Sorcerer Supreme. Now, as he's in the costume here, like with the Eye of Agamotto, that is when he is ascended to Sorcerer Supreme. And yes, I totally think that the Eye of Agamotto is the Soul Gem. I totally think there's an Infinity Gem in there. If you're going to give the Soul Gem to someone that's not Adam Warlock, you probably give it to Doctor Strange. But a lot of you have probably seen images from the set of Chiwetel Ejiofor walking around with Benedict Cumberbatch. Chiwetel is playing Baron Mordo, Doctor Strange's greatest human nemesis. Now, the thing about Mordo is that he's also a student of the Ancient One, but he feels kind of like the redheaded stepchild when Stephen Strange comes along because he's been there a lot longer. He's like, I should get to be Sorcerer Supreme. Why are you picking this outsider? So Mordo forms a pact with otherworldly powers, which will be played by Mads Mikkelsen. Mads Mikkelsen is going to be like the main villain of the movie. So Baron Mordo is a villain, but there's always someone bigger, someone from another dimension. This is what Kevin Feige was talking about recently. He did this interview where he's talking about Mads Mikkelsen being the main villain. He said there are things that are much more terrible than you would find on Earth, things from other dimensions. So I think there's a dead giveaway that Mikkelsen is playing Dormammu. Now, he's from what is called the Dark Dimension. This picture here is a picture of another dimension, but it's just an example of what it's going to look like when Doctor Strange is hopping dimensions. If you guys have seen Ant-Man, they talk about the quantum zone. That's really like a small state of existence within our own reality. It's not like jumping to a different dimension. It's a little bit different, but it's similar to what's going to be going on in Doctor Strange. Traveling to this other reality. So think about Ant-Man going into the quantum zone, then dropping a bunch of acid. That's what it's going to look like when Doctor Strange is hopping from dimension to dimension. Really the big thing to get hype about Doctor Strange, obviously he's part of the Illuminati, like the most powerful organization in the Marvel Universe. I don't think they're going to do that yet, but I do think we will get some Easter eggs for Doctor Strange working with the Avengers. Now, Infinity War is still a ways off. That's not happening till after Thor Ragnarok, so it's more likely that they would tease Ragnarok at the end of Doctor Strange, but they could do any number of things. But if you really want to go crazy about something, I mean it's going to be completely amazing. You have Benedict Cumberbatch, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Tilda Swinton, and Mads Mikkelsen all in the same movie. They are going to crush it. Seriously, Marvel does a great job at casting. Like, Chris Evans is amazing. Robert Downey Jr. is totally Tony Stark. But when you talk about like the prestige class of actor, like these are some of the greatest actors in the world right now. So I can't wait to see what they look like inside the Marvel universe. That to me is like the real question to, like what is going to happen when they come into this Marvel universe? They're amazing drama actors, but there's like a certain level of predetermination because of all the other things that are going on in the Marvel universe. So they kind of have to fit this into that. But if James Gunn can make Guardians of the Galaxy and make it feel completely unique in this larger Marvel universe, then they can totally do Doctor Strange. Really, like the proof of concept for crazy magic is Guardians of the Galaxy. If you can make a talking raccoon and a talking tree compelling, you can do just about anything. Now, they did post a featurette for this a little bit ago. It uses mostly concept art. I'll go ahead and play it again right now. It's just teasing the idea of Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange and how this is different from the other Marvel movies.
Continuing through phase 3, we introduce Doctor Strange.
You need a spectacular actor to portray this character, and the fact that Benedict Cumberbatch has agreed to do this role is huge for us.
Benedict, he's got an incredibly complicated emotional structure going on.
One of the things that's important to us in telling a magical story is keeping it grounded, but still leaving enough room to have really cool and unique visual ideas to explore.
What you can expect from this Doctor Strange movie is a mind trip action film.
How do you put that on a screen within this cinematic universe? That is, one of the primary goals of that movie.
So let me know in the comments, like looking at these pictures, like what are you most excited to see? Are you just like really excited to find out what's going on with the Eye of Agamotto and the Soul Gem? Thanos is still kind of sitting in the bleacher seats, just like licking his lips. Don't forget that Thanos at the end of Age of Ultron in that post-credit scene was like, fine, I'll do it myself. So, he grabs the gauntlet and he's going to be pursuing the gems. I don't think that he's going to acquire a lot of them till Thor Ragnarok though. But because Captain America Civil War is going to be like the big movie of the spring, just expect to start to see more Doctor Strange things around then. Like once they get past that, they will be full bore promoting Doctor Strange. And because the movie isn't out till November, I'm expecting Marvel to come back to Comic-Con. I do think that they will do a Comic-Con presentation with Benedict Cumberbatch. Oh, and something really funny too, I know I kind of name dropped Guardians of the Galaxy. Did you know that Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is going to be released at the same time as Star Wars Episode 8? It's going to be crazy. That'll be like the biggest weekend in the history of the planet. So really big news, I actually have some family mandatory vacation that I have to go on, but there is a Game of Thrones video that I'm working on for tonight. HBO just released a teaser image of Bran that leads me to believe that they're going to change a couple things from the books. It's actually a pretty big deal. It might not seem like a big deal, but what this implies is actually pretty big. There's also that Arrow video that I'm working on. That's not quite as crazy as like the stuff that just dropped today. So I'm going to get through that stuff and I'll post the Arrow video as soon as possible. So yes, I'm going to be on vacation for like a day or two, but I'll still be posting videos. So no worries there. You can follow me on Twitter and Facebook if you're not sure when videos are posting. While you guys wait for all that stuff, you can click here for my last Captain America Civil War video, and you can click here for all my Game of Thrones Season 6 teaser videos. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody, let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.